Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we are here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor.
You're here to do what now?
Help tech better.
Tech better. Nate, it's so good to see you, my beautiful friend.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to talking about your mustache and your hat. And don't forget, on social media, you can find us at these various places for the listeners, at Davey B for Dave Baylor, and at Netback for Nate Heath. And I would like to also remind people that today we're going to talk about your hat, which I'm very excited about. We're going to do some tips and tricks, just the headlines, everybody's favorite headline reading segment on any podcast anywhere. And I don't know if I should have done this or not, but you put a thing in here. It was, Look forward to this, people. Sora, shopping, and Spotify. What could it be? What could it be, Nate? What could it be?
Mysteries. And we do have some chatters. Hey, Grandma was there before the show started as she tries to do the early bird gets the first place in line. Couldn't think of a good not nerd ending for that. And Isla has entered the chat. My daughter has joined us for the live show.
Hello.
Thank you. Hi, daughter, after she said hi, Dad. Welcome to you and anybody else that pops in. But let us get to the hat. Third week in a row with my new stash.
Okay.
We're going Draplin.
Oh, there it is. Why am I so surprised? That's kind of like an old quilt type design.
Yes, a little quilted sun there.
If you notice, though, it's all made out of geometric shapes, circles that have been quartered.
Yes, indeed.
It's beautiful. I love it.
That Draplin, he should get into graphic design or something. That's what he does, if you don't know. But another one of his hats. It was unseasonably sunny and warm today, so I figured, why not bust out some sunshine?
I love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Well, before we get to our main topic that you teased, the first one, I just wanted to point out, Dave, nothing against you, but from Mac Rumors, new iPhones see stronger than expected demand with one exception. Dave, could you guess what that exception is?
Well, it's not the driveway cam. Is it the Air?
It is the Air. Yes.
People aren't loving the Air, huh?
Yeah, the sales just the supply chain checks suggest an iPhone 17 build increase for the regular 17s. The 17 Pros are selling well, but
you know what it is?
Relative weakness in demand for the iPhone Air.
The iPhone Air is probably still selling better than any other phone known to man.
Yes,
but I think what it is that camera. So Stephen Hackett of Relay FM fame, he's on multiple podcasts on that network, has one and loves to use it, but he's faced with the same thing we're all faced with.
Yeah.
You're at a ball game. Like the example he said, he had it with him because he uses one for a work phone and one for his personal phone. So he only had one with him, and it was the new Air. And his kid was running cross country at a meet, and my kid did that as well. And so they're far away most of the time. They run by you, but then they're far away the rest of the time. And so he's just like, I'm trying to zoom in, but it's got the one lens, so you're really limited. Had he the Pro in his pocket, he could have got that whatever X zoom.
8X, 50X digital, yes. And Chelsea has entered the chat. They've got 3 devices going. Thank you for the support, family.
Look at that.
On that. And the weak iPhone Air demand, actually, another fun story, might be due to me. I was at the Apple store on last Thursday, and I was waiting to turn in my phone, my old 16 Pro on the iPhone upgrade program. And so they had me stand at a table, and it was pretty busy. It was like a Thursday afternoon at like 1:30. So I'm standing there waiting, and across from me, there's a lady and a gentleman, and she is looking for a new phone. And I hear them kind of talking, and they're kind of looking over to my side to the phones that are there. And I'm like, I'm not an Apple employee, but I might know more than some of the Apple employees. And she picked up the Air, and she's like, oh, should I get this one? And I was like, it's a really thin phone. It's really nice. You only have the one camera." And I could see she had three back cameras on her phone, and
Mm-hmm.
found out through conversation it was a 12 Pro. So she was upgrading, and it's like, "Yeah, I do like having the multiple cameras. That comes in handy." And she was like, "The 12 Pro, well, the 16 Pro Max feels heavier." She took the case off hers. She
It is
I
heavier.
think trying to do the hand-to-hand weight comparison, especially because your left hand isn't the same as your right hand, but all of the phones felt the same to me when
Mm.
you're doing that. But they were out of I don't think they had any of the Pro phones in stock. So she was going to go to, I think, Verizon or whatever, and try to get the deal there for the extra trade-in value. And I did warn her, as I will warn everyone, that for the amazing trade-in deals, and I think we talked about it before, at the carriers, you are usually locked in this time to 36-month contracts. So if you get
Dang,
the
that is
phone
a
for
long
free,
time.
you have to stay with them for 3 years, or else you'll have to pay off the balance of your phone. So it's great for the carriers because they get that lock in.
Mm-hmm.
But I did help her. We talked through all the different phones and the different stuff. And so I got to pretend fake being an Apple employee for a day, so that was fun. But yeah, so one other thing I want to mention that I think I mentioned to you post show last week, Dave, because I do see there's new apps coming out, and I think it was Adobe Premiere, which is their high-end video editing app, is now available on iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And I see the stories on it, and I'm like, is that something we need to talk about? We used to talk about apps all the time. Oh, there's an app for this. Oh, check out this app. Oh, check out that camera app. And we've really kind of gotten away from that. I mean, me personally, like for camera apps, they're a dime a dozen, and I just use the default camera app for all the stuff that I do. I mean, some of them are fun to play around with. There was one, maybe I'll bring it up. Maybe I'll start talking about apps again. But there is a fun camera app where it's almost kind of feels like your Playdate, where it's kind of got these weird knobs and dials
Oh,
on the
okay.
screen, of course. But it was kind of a fun camera app. I'm trying to go through all my apps to try to find it. But yeah, we just don't. I mean, I feel like people know what apps they want. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, there's probably some apps out there that people don't know about, but
yeah,
this is the Not Nerd podcast, a podcast designed that for nerds to share what they know to people who are not nerds. So
yes,
you and I may be using some apps that people just aren't interested in. Like I'm
yeah,
thinking Final Cut Pro camera. I'm thinking Blackmagic Design camera, Kino, Halide, all
yeah.
these
I've
video
got
and
25 video recording apps on my phone, but even I, the nerd, 99% of the time just use the default camera app because it's quick and you don't have to worry about settings. And if I was
Mhm.
doing more high-end video with requirements from other people, but since I'm just recording myself eating food most of the time or talking about iPhones, yeah, that's so it was just something interesting to talk about. Although we will have an app to talk about in our main topic today. So last week we ended up, our main topic was on the Amazon a fall event and their new products and everything. But the thing I was going to have is, OpenAI and ChatGPT had this deal with NVIDIA, and all this money's changing hands. Well, I passed on that for the main topic. But this week we're going back to OpenAI, and they are on a roll. So they are working out all these deals with companies and everything. But they had, so last week they released Sora 2, which is their new video creation software. Along with that, they released an app that is, they almost kind of say it's like TikTok, but it's all AI videos.
Hmm.
All you can post in there is you create an AI video and you share it. You can create a persona of yourself. So Sam Altman, if you're watching the video, which you should be, somebody did a skibbity toilet of Sam Altman. He created a persona in there, so you can give it permission to create your likeness. I know, like Leo Laporte from This Week in Tech, he created one.
That's
I
pretty
think
good.
one of the Paul brothers. But then you can do stuff, and there is like some Pikachu and Super Mario stuff that you can do. But yeah, lots of skibbity toilet apparently.
Yeah, what's the toilet?
But
Oh,
yeah,
here's a
oh,
Bob
it's a
Ross one.
Bob Ross, which I just saw an article that they're going to auction off some of his paintings to support public broadcasting.
Oh, very
But you
nice.
could create your own Bob Ross, because I'm pretty sure that he never painted King Kong. There was a trend going around of shoplifting, like you could put anybody like they're shoplifting. But
This
a
isn't
very
good.
interesting concept. Now, I did, dear listener slash viewer,
Wow.
I tried very hard. The app is invite only, even though I pay the lower tier for ChatGPT. I do not have access to the app, but people get invites that they can share with people. And I spent time on Reddit, on X, I went on a Discord trying to get an invite. There's lots of scammers out there. A pro tip: do not pay for a Sora invite, because you're probably just going to give somebody money and not
Yeah.
get a Sora invite back. But it's a very interesting concept. Obviously, a lot of people are leery about AI video, but having this self-contained app
I don't know.
that's
Some of those,
solely,
I'm not a big fan when I saw Sam Altman shoplifting an NVIDIA card or something like that. I mean, the potential for doing harm with this technology is very, very vast.
yes,
Um,
yes,
I mean, on this platform, it's pretty obvious because that's what it's designed for is stuff like this. But somebody's going
yeah.
to take that and post on Facebook, and then some grandma is going to be like, "Did you see so and
Oh,
so the way they acted? Some
yes.
political thing."
I was talking with a friend, and he was saying, "Yeah, I'm having to educate my parents that that's obviously an AI video, and the videos keep getting better and better." So, once again,
You used to be able
reminder:
to
tell
tell, now you can't.
yeah, tell everyone you know that do not believe anything you see. So I have seen some more activity just around people saying, okay, we've just got to turn off AI. We don't need this, put it
Mm-hmm.
away. But yeah, there are a lot of concerns for misuse around this stuff. They have some pretty strong guards, and I guess they put a little Sora logo on all the videos, but you can crop that out. And there's now apps to take Sora videos and remove the Sora watermark off
Of
the Sora
course,
videos.
of course.
So yeah, don't believe anything you can see. But guess what? OpenAI was not done there. They had their DevDay, Developers Day, much like Apple and Google and everybody else, and Amazon had one yesterday, and they announced some pretty interesting stuff to go with ChatGPT. The first one, you can now interact with multiple apps, including Spotify, Canva, and Figma. And there's others as well. But I watched a video from AI news guy Matt Wolf today, and he was testing out some of this stuff. So you can basically like kind of tag Spotify in your Chat GPT request and say, hey, create me a playlist based off of this song, and it'll create it. Then you have to connect it to Spotify. Then it'll take it
Hmm.
over to Spotify, create the playlist, your video there of booking.com, Zillow for house searches. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, it's really, really pretty interesting. And they've created, because it was Dev Day, a way for any apps to integrate in with this. Canva is an interesting, so you can put a prompt in there and it can create Canva type, a poster or invitation, that
Hmm.
type of stuff. So man, ChatGPT is moving fast on that stuff. So you can, and I believe this is available to anybody. You don't even have to pay to try this
Wow.
stuff out. But they're also doing. I didn't. It wasn't. I thought it was part of that, but there's also shopping directly in ChatGPT.
Hmm.
Yes, yes. What is that I hear? Google shaking in its boots.
Oh yeah, of course.
Um,
They should
that
be.
it can tie in with Etsy, or it can tie in with Shopify, which is a massive. Shopify has taken over e-commerce, and to be working with ChatGPT. So then, if you search something and you ask for reviews or an analysis, it can say, "Yep, here's what you want. Go buy it. One click. Go to Etsy. Go to Shopify." Some other ones that they've tied in too. So
Well, don't take
wow.
investment advice from us, but I wouldn't be rushing out right now to buy Google stock. So
No.
again, don't take
No.
advice from us. Um, I see their future to be much like Intel, where they were the powerhouse, and then one by one they just kept getting knocked down by a
Yeah.
peg. In the next 10 years, who knows what they'll be? Maybe they'll continue to innovate, but man, 99% of their business is on search and ads, and that's just
Yeah.
going away.
Yes. And I think I was trying to look. There was ChatG. I think they released some numbers of their monthly active users.
This
I
is
mean,
riveting
millions and
audio.
millions.
What's that?
Millions and millions of users. I forget what I want to say it was like 60 million. Oh, no, 800 million weekly users by April of 2025. And a September 2025 report from OpenAI claimed 700 million with an M active users on ChatGPT. Whew.
Wow.
They're pushing a billion. So yeah, Google, watch out.
Watch out.
You might want to build in that Google ties in a little more so that people might get to Google from ChatGPT. But I also linked to an article in the show notes. They've got this agent kit where you can so the agent kit is where if you've ever used Zapier or If This Then That are two popular services where you can kind of create a workflow. You can now do that within ChatGPT. Of course, there's a bunch of third-party services that were already doing this, but they built this in. They've got the apps. You could create the apps like Spotify did, and some other things. ChatGPT, which I believe is for helping build chatbots, that kind of stuff. So, man, OpenAI, as scary as this AI stuff is, they're moving fast and hopefully not breaking things.
I hope
But
not.
speaking of breaking things, there is one thing that's not working out so well. We talked months ago about OpenAI was working with Jony Ive from Apple to design
The
physical
most
products.
incredible
Yes.
device.
The design with aluminum. And so a report came out, and there's been some interviews since that their first device that they're working on could be delayed due to technical issues. And I think I saw a quote from Jony Ive somewhere saying that we are a ways off from releasing the most beautiful product.
What is this photo? We talked about it last
Oh,
time.
yeah, I think we
Oh,
had that
boy.
I put that on a show
I gotta get
art there.
Put it
Yeah.
on your hat. Get a hat.
Yes.
With
Oh,
that.
yes, I should. But
Yeah.
yeah.
In case you need reminded, Jony Ive used to work with Apple. He designed some of the most iconic products from that company. Remember the iMac? That's him. So there's that. And then Sam Altman is the guy we've been talking about with ChatGPT and OpenAI and all this stuff. They're collaborating on something and nobody
Yes.
knows,
Yes.
but whatever it is has been delayed.
Yes.
So
Yes. And hey, Grandma said the creators shouldn't be able to move anything out of Osaka. And then she said, out of Sora. Sorry, I don't have a keyboard for my iPad and hate using the screen version. I agree with that. But even if you couldn't get them out of there, people would find a way to get the
you
videos
just do a screen
out of there.
recording and then you
Yeah,
crop
and
it.
you can create you can create Sora videos just through ChatGPT. This is just this viral app that's going around.
Yeah, you could do it outside of that app, certainly.
Yes. But you know what else is going viral?
I don't know.
Dave's Pro Tip of the Week.
I almost hit the wrong button. That would have been tragic. So, what if I told you, Nate, that you could go from Spotify or Tidal or YouTube Music to Apple and bring all your music with you? You could just bring everything along with you. You don't have to recreate playlists or any of that stuff. Now, how much would you pay? Well,
Yes.
we've talked before.
Yeah, as we talked about last week, that Spotify, which we were just talking about, is now back on my DJ service. but people have sent me like wedding playlists on Spotify, and I've had to figure out how to get them into Tidal, which is what I had, or, from Apple
Mm-hmm.
Music to Tidal. But Dave, I would pay a lot for this service. Tell me more.
Well, there have been a few apps in the past, um, which was like what were they called? What were some of the ones?
Tune Beats,
Yeah.
Tune Mover. I
What's
don't
the
know.
main one? Songify. No. What is what's the one?
Yes.
The main transfer. The one that I'm going to be talking about tonight, primarily.
SongShift.
SongShift. SongShift. So SongShift, we've talked about in the distant past. You have Spotify playlists. There may have been another one supported. You sign into both accounts, Apple and SongShift, or maybe YouTube Music and Spotify. I mean, SongShift, which is hard to say, its goal was to unify the various apps. And it had limited functionality because it's a third-party app, and you can only do so much with the built-in APIs. So Apple's pretty much built this into Apple Music, and they did it like a year ago. And I just recently found out about it. I think
Hmm.
by random when I was going through my settings, I'm like, what is
Yeah.
this? I'm like, we don't need
Nice.
SongShift anymore. So let's say you, like your example, you're a longtime Spotify user and now you're on Apple Music. You used to have to go out and find a third party app to hook things together. You had to like
Yeah.
do some type of export into like a CSV file and then figure it out. And it's a mess. But now that it's built in, I'll show you how to activate it. And it's pretty darn cool. So let's see if I can get my phone to turn on here. But what you're going to want to do is you could do it on iPad, but I would prefer to do it on my phone here. And so let's see if I can get the screen to pop up here. There we go. You're going to go to settings and then you're going to scroll down, and it's not very intuitive because you're like, well, there's no Apple Music settings. Well, you have to go
Yeah.
down to the apps. They've moved them into the apps folder. And yes, I have the million apps that we discussed in the past. And I'm going to scroll down to the M section. And down here is music, Apple Music, that red icon. I'm going to tap on it. And now I'm in the Apple Music settings. And you may be saying, I've been here before. I turned on my star ratings, or I'm syncing my library, or whatever. But if you just keep on going down, there's this blue item that says transfer music to other services. I wish they just would have bought SongShift's name and brand and
Yeah.
did it that way. It would have
It
been
does
easier.
say at the top, if you click on it, because I was a
Yeah.
step ahead of you, it says apple.songshift.com.
So I guess they
So
did
it's a
buy it.
subset. Yeah.
But
They probably pay some amount of money to be able to do it.
But here you'll see that I have an option to select a music service that I want to dump into Apple Music. And I'm going to do so. Let me actually, sorry, let me turn this off here real quick. I don't know if it's going to ask me for my login information.
Yeah, and I think as a DJ and my multiple music service problem, I do know that Tune My Music is the one that Tidal recommends, so I've used that one in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them, you can either pay a fee or sign up for an account, and you can have them constantly synced between the different music services. Which as I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, hey, you know what? As a DJ, it would be nice because I have a lot of playlists, like probably
A lot.
hundreds of playlists, that it would be nice to any music service that I happen to go into to be able to have those. But that's just a quick sidestep
Yes.
for my personal problems.
So here I am on the Spotify login. I'm going to do that real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to log in there. And for some reason, it didn't remember my credentials when I did it last time. So I have to type it in like a monkey. Geez.
Ugh.
All right. .com. All right. So, of course, I have a typo. It's my password manager has like the wrong account in it or something. I didn't update it. So now it's going to want to send a 6-digit code to an email for security reasons. And so I'm going to do that. Give me one moment. It's going to give me the code any second now. Memorize this, everybody. 622462. 622462. Okay. So there we go. And now you will see the beauty that is my playlist. Do I want to synchronize all songs and albums? I can turn that on and off. Do I want to synchronize all playlists? And then you can pick and choose. But here, here's a taste of what I've got going on here. I've got 80s-ish. 80s road trip, like songs, Sleepy Time, Satellite Soul, Wolf Club, Young Gravy, Clean. I like Young Gravy, but I don't like his dirty words.
I agree. I like that Clean Gravy.
Yep. Twisted Pixels, fantasy music. Let's keep on going. There's a bunch. Hundreds, like you. I've got hundreds.
Yeah.
New and Notable, Warship, Owl City, Morning Chill. So there's just dozens. And if I were to click Add to Library, it would pull over all of those playlists and deposit them into my Apple Music playlist. So you want to be careful and you want to make sure. Now, I've already done this. And so if I did it now, there would be duplicates of everything. I did it through SongShift like years ago. So
nice.
And I usually don't use Spotify very much, but anyway, that's how you do it. Built-in SongShift.
That is a great pro tip. Nice. Even though we already had our sounder, because a lot of people think, oh, I've got to keep Spotify because all my playlists are there, and it's like, no.
There's definitely friction there, but no, not anymore.
Yeah, and with Apple One, if you're paying for that for your iCloud, you get Apple Music, so you might as well not be paying for multiple music services, Nate.
Yeah, you should really get on that.
Yes, I should. Well, thank you for that one. That's a good one. I did not know that was built in, so I will be utilizing that.
There you go.
That must mean it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Just the Headlines.
Let's try that again.
Go.
And there is our nice, beautiful fall evening outside. I'm charging the Leaf. It's 70 degrees, 45% humidity. It couldn't be any better outside.
Yes.
A very beautiful evening.
Beautiful fall evening. Yes. Thank you for always nice to visualize what's going on out there for our friends Elliot down under, who loves when we spend a lot of time talking about the weather.
Well, he gets jealous because his weather is completely opposite.
Yeah. They're just moving into spring, summer down there. So
yeah. Well, actually,
we need the Elliot cam. We need to work on that with him.
We should do that. If you think about it, though, when we're going into winter and he's coming out of winter, the weather is kind of the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about the same. Hey, Grandma says, why is it darker at my house than yours? I guess because I have better cameras than you do.
She's probably looking out a window. She's further east.
Yeah. It is darker outside. There's also a big street light out by that truck. Oh, yeah. So
that's
it's
true.
Illuminating a lot. But I am further west, so it makes a big difference.
Miles west.
The earth is round.
Very nice.
If you believe such things.
Conspiracy theories. Oh, well, let us get to Just the Headlines.
Scientists grow mini human brains to power computers.
Japan is running out of its favorite beer after ransomware attack.
AI is not killing jobs, U.S. study finds.
Lufthansa to cut 4,000 jobs as airline turns to AI to boost efficiency.
MLB, Major League Baseball, approves robot umpires for 2026 as part of challenge system.
LimeWire acquires Fire Festival.
And finally, flying cars crash into each other, at Chinese air show.
And those are just the headlines.
So, is AI killing jobs or?
Yeah, I like sneaking those ones in where literally, I think in my Feedly feed, those were back-to-back articles, at least within a couple articles, that AI is not killing jobs. Oh, but Lufthansa is cutting 4,000 jobs
Well, they are
because
two
of
different
AI.
markets, of course. One's in Germany and one's in the
Yes.
US. So maybe in Germany, it is affecting people.
Yes.
So there are some explanations, but yeah, you got to be careful. You got to read multiple sources, trusted
Yes.
sources. And the
Yes.
sources that you think are trusted may not be trusted. So multiple is good. The rule's always been, so I'm dealing with helping somebody with fraud and stuff like that. And so some of the common sense things are, if, well, you may disagree with this, but if a lot of sources are saying one thing and only a couple are saying something different, generally the ones that have more sources is usually the more accurate one. Yeah. Now, there are conspiracy theories out there. Like, I realize most sources say that man did land on the moon in 1969, but a very few small sources deny that. So your mileage may vary. Nate's just nodding.
I will leave it there, yes. And when you see something as well, having just in the headlines, U.S. study finds, it's like, well, who did the study and what's the data?
AI did the study. A guy, Sam Altman, ChatGPT did the study.
Yes.
Like this,
yes, indeed.
The cigarette in the 50s, those studies that came out that said there's the
9 to 10
healthiest thing.
doctors.
Yeah, and they were all sponsored by Phillips Morris. So
yes.
Yeah, be wise out there, people.
Be wise. Well, I don't think we had any listener mail this week. You guys
did not
send that in. I've been checking the mailbox every day for the postman to bring me a listener mail. But if you guys have questions, let us know and we will try to answer them on the show. And we are going to move on to our takes of the week. Now, this first one, did I want to put this into just the headlines? But I will single just the headline: a bullet crashed the internet in Texas.
Now, how does that work?
Yes, and I heard other discussion on this, that it was not the first time that this has happened, but of course, being in Texas, you just imagine everybody walking around with their 6-shooter, firing them into the air and having duels and all of that stuff. But thousands of people in North and Central Texas were suddenly knocked offline. The cause? A bullet. The outage hit cities across the state. Spectrum customers, right in the middle of my meetings, somebody said on the Spectrum subreddit.
That's what they sounded like, too.
Yes. A stray bullet had hit a line of fiber optic cable and knocked tens of thousands of people offline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Shoot responsibly, people.
Yes. Fiber. Yeah, no stray bullets. Hashtag no stray bullets. But yeah, that's not one you hear of too often. At least
that's
it wasn't
a rare
an intentional bullet. But and here it says later, in 2022, Xfinity fiber cable in Oakland, California went offline after people allegedly fired 17 rounds into the air near one of the company's fiber lines. Moments before the start of an NFL game that saw the Los Angeles Rams square off against the 49ers.
Wow.
Yeah, that is wild stuff. But speaking of sports, was that a baseball game? That was a football game. Baseball. So Apple has had Friday Night Baseball. I think they started that last season. Neither of us are baseball fans. Mike Peterson, I don't know if he is a massive baseball fan. I don't know if he's caught any of the Apple's Friday night games with Apple TV Plus, but a new feature that they've just added is they're featuring live game footage shot by none other than my precious iPhone 17 Pro.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. They did it one week, and then they announced the following week that they were going to do it again. but they had already previously done it. And
Yes.
I mean, props to them. Nobody noticed. Nobody said, "Oh, that camera angle's got a really terrible footage or whatever." No, it was fantastic. So here's a picture of the rig that they had. It's an orange iPhone 17 Pro with some type of nice, probably aluminum case. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And it's attached to Blackmagic's breakout box. And it looks like it's got an HDMI, two SDI outputs, an audio output, a power input, some headphone jacks on there, in and out probably. So pretty cool. I'm very interested in this little dock that they've made. And
Yeah.
it supports time code, of course, which I don't think they needed for this particular
No.
use case. But it just goes to show you, and I hope people surrounding me in certain areas are listening, it doesn't take a lot of money to set up a great camera system that
Yes.
is professional. So
Yeah.
let's think about this rig here. So we $1,000 for the phone. I think that dock is like $200 or $300. It's
Yeah, I
under
think it's
five, I
around,
think.
yeah, I think it's like $200.
And various cables. So for $1,500, you could have a wonderful camera system. 4K, 8x optical zoom. I mean, sky's
Yeah.
the limit.
Yes.
So anyway,
And of course, it is mounted on top of a much nicer camera, I believe, that they're probably using, I think, on that rig. I can't tell, but
well,
they
I
do
think,
have their normal broadcast cameras. If you go back up to the top and look at that picture,
yeah,
I
they
thought
did
there was a
have
camera under
broadcast.
there, but
That's
that's
just a
just the
monitor.
tripod
That's just a
and
field
then the
monitor.
monitor to the
They
side.
had
Huh.
regular cameras that they were
Yeah.
using, but these were on the back, on the outfield cameras,
Very nice.
the very wide back cameras, and they worked seamlessly with the high end broadcast cameras. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Fun, fun. Well, the
Pretty
next
cool.
one, we were just talking about these people. Yahoo nears deal to sell AOL to Italy's Bending Spoons. Now, was it AOL that we were talking about, Bending Spoons? What were they buying last week?
No, they bought Vimeo. They're buying Vimeo.
Oh, yeah, the Vimeo video service. I didn't think we had talked about this one. Now they're buying AOL. So Bending Spoons just keeps buying stuff. And I think this article might list out all of the different things that Bending Spoons has bought, because we couldn't remember
They
all of them. But
they bought Didn't they buy LastPass,
yeah,
Vimeo, all the companies that we've talked about in the past as pretty good companies. But just a word to the warning that they haven't always been good stewards. Let's put it this way. They buy them for a reason. And the reason is to make money.
They're
And
not
if that
a
means
charity.
What's that?
It's not a charity.
No, it's not a charity. So that means if it's cutting features, raising prices, selling your information, whatever it is, you can expect they're going to do something to help the bottom line, because they're not doing it as a charity. So there it is. AOL. Now, we talked in a previous show just how surprising it is that there are still very many AOL users out there. Why people are using AOL still, I have no idea. But
yeah,
because like I'm thinking, what would they buy, and what was the price? 1.4 billion. Let's see. Yeah, that's crazy. Where is the number? I saw it just a second ago.
I think it's in the 1.4 billion in the headlines.
Yeah, 1.4
sources
billion.
say, and I have heard more talk of this since this article, that
That's
but
just a lot of
man,
money for AOL. But maybe they want
that's
that recording. You've got mail. They're going to do something with that.
oh, they want the rights to the the sounds.
They've already made a movie, You've Got Mail, so
Yeah.
maybe there's going to be a sequel.
Yes, indeed. Well, one more take this week, and I will remind people it is Amazon Big Prime Big Deal Days, and go to Not Picks first. I was looking through the deals. There's a couple things I was shopping for, and a lot of things were on discount. And if you go through Not Picks now, Dave, if you scroll down to my little plastic pouches, let's pick those, the multicolored pouches that I
Okay.
purchased on Amazon. And if you click that handy little buy on Amazon button there,
It's going to take me right there.
and
Boom.
hey, look, Prime big deal, $11.96 for those bad boys.
What did you pay? Did you pay the $14.99?
I don't think so. I think it was 12, maybe $12.96. So you could save an extra dollar, and those bags, they're coming in handy.
There it
But
is.
yeah, tons of stuff on sale over at Amazon. So before you go to Amazon, always go to notpicks.com. And I will take this opportunity to remind people, please like and subscribe our videos. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by January for our 10th anniversary. It's easy. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit like on this video, hit subscribe so you get to see all of our videos. I am trying to do some more shorts and tips, and been talking about my new iPhone on there some. So,
and I've been talking about writing an article.
yes. Someday he'll do an article, but we have so many great picks on there. And I'm guessing just about anything that we purchased on Amazon. Check your Saramonic mics there. I want to see if those are on sale, because those are nice. Were those from Amazon?
I did buy them on Amazon.
Yeah, there's the buy on Amazon link.
Click through. Those are
not Prime deals. I know. I think Newer is having a big sale. There's a lot of deals there. So if there's
let's see what we got here. Let's just go through.
Yeah, let's go.
See what we got. Today's big deals.
Yeah, and up at the top left, there's the Prime Big Deals button, or text link, I guess you can click on to see. AirPods are real cheap right now. Both the AirPods 4 and the AirPods Pro 2. I think there might even be a discount on the new AirPods Pro 3.
Look at this EcoFlow portable power station.
That one is not as portable as ours, I don't think. Of course, all the Amazon stuff is on sale.
Yeah, after you just buy the ColorSoft, they go and have a sale. iPad $279, man. $350 is the normal price for this, but don't ever pay $350. You can always get it for $299, $279.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Look at this. $279. All day battery life. Here's the thing. If you don't know if you need more than just the standard iPad, then you don't need more than the standard iPad.
Yes. Good call on that. And I'm even going to put in the chat on YouTube a link to NotPicks to remind you to go shop there, get all your stuff, find good stuff, or just go through there, get to Amazon, and get some deals for the next couple days here.
Or buy stuff for me. Just buy stuff and mail it to me.
Yeah, we do. We should have a wish list that you could just buy stuff for us.
Support the show.
Yeah, by buying us gifts. Well, let's do that. We're going to create a Nate's list and a Dave's list, and I'll link to them at the top of NotPicks, where you could just buy gifts and send them to us, and we get the affiliate fees. So win-win for us.
Sounds good to me.
Yes. Well, our bonus odd take of the week, Dave, this is one you found, and I tried it out, and we might have a difficulty showing it.
We're not going to be able to show it.
I could hold my phone up to the screen. If you go on your phone to offline.church.
Actually, I can do that. I can do that and show you on the screen. So that's what the website is, offline.church. And while you're all going there to play along at home, I'm going to queue it up on my phone.
And it looks a little different on the phone. It's got a little church there out in nature. I think they probably don't recommend it too much on desktop, but
yeah, because your computer's going to shut off. So see, Safari can't log this page because it's online. Hang on.
And hey, Grandma said, create your Christmas wish list. I'll give it a glance, just a glance. And Isla says, and Isla's gift list. Now, if you want to see an impressive Amazon wish list, Isla's Amazon wish list is probably about 350 products on there, I would guess. She likes lots of stuff. So there we go.
Yeah, so you go to offline.church, disable your web. It must download the entire website.
Yeah.
Or you disable your data, And
go into airplane mode.
To enter the offline church, the sacred space has been visited 38,175 times. And I'm going to click the link under sacred space. And let's see where Or does it go anywhere? Or is this it? I thought there was more. That's it. There you go.
Oh, and if I will just give you a teaser. Well, you know what? Let's leave it to the viewer to go check out what it did. I will tell you, you put your phone in airplane mode and it's going to disconnect your phone, won't it?
Well, I thought I did. Let me go into settings here.
To go into airplane mode, pro tip.
Well, I don't have airplane mode in my control center. So I have to go into my settings.
What? What kind of control center are you running over there?
Who's on an airplane? Airplane mode. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if we can do anything. So here we go. There it is. See, I turned off Wi-Fi. It's not the same as airplane mode.
Because it was still on cellular. It's got to be completely offline. Completely offline. It takes you into an experience. And I'll tell you, when I was trying this out, I was like, okay, I'm in airplane mode. I'm going to experience this. It's like, I got to get back online, which is kind of the whole idea of going into the offline church.
Yes, you've successfully gone online, and there's some concentric circles. I'm going to try to tap that. Does it do anything? Yes, it says, in a world where every second must be filled with entertainment, information, and stimulation. And I got behind. When you're offline, when the constant stream of messages, updates, and notifications stops, space is created, space for your thoughts, etc. The greatest inventions, the most beautiful rewards, the deepest insights. I can't read this fast. It's going too fast. There is audio also.
Yeah, we can leave the rest for the viewers so they'll go try out. But hey, it is a great little reminder, a fun little website that you have to go into airplane mode to use. But a great reminder. Unplug every once in a while. Go offline every once in a while.
Go offline. It's not for me, but for everyone else, they should go offline.
For us, you go offline. We could, Dave.
Yeah.
I just came up with a genius idea.
I'll be
like carbon credits, we're going to create a service where there's offline credits where people can pay, not us, but we'll hire people. So somebody say, I need 24 hours of being offline. So then we pay somebody to go offline for 24 hours.
And then we sell the credits to the person.
Yeah. Yeah. So then they have we give them a little certificate, e-certificate saying, I went offline for 24 hours. They can post it to social media, but it's just a credit system. Man.
And they won't feel bad because they're not lying. Because they bought the credits. It's kind of
bought the credits.
Just like the environmental thing that you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing. Carbon credits.
Man, I am a genius, and I do not know why I'm not a billionaire yet. But you know what will help us become billionaires?
What's that?
Our picks of the week.
I really need to put that button in a place where I can find it because I knew it was coming, but I'm like, where's the button? I'm gonna have to move it. Yeah, so I've got a pick this week.
Yeah.
And I looked through notpicks.com, aforementioned notpicks, and I didn't see it on there. Maybe I'm missing something. But we've talked about this product many a time in the past. And this is just a great product. I have a Nintendo Switch playing back there in the background.
Yeah.
Nice. You can see it going. Playing a little video. And I needed an SD card for it. And I think that's what it was for. Oh, no. I'm sorry.
No, you picked your ON micro SD
My ON was for that one.
Express card for the Switch.
This one, my friends, was for my X3 360 camera from
Insta360.
Insta360.
Nice.
Because I got tired of having to take the data off, and then I don't know where to put the data because it's not just a video file, it's a 360 file with some other files, and they've got it's kind of complicated. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get a real big card and just leave it in there.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. $34. That's what I paid. $34.99. I checked for a 512 gigabyte SD card, micro.
Wow.
So it's fast. It's got the 160 megabits per second. It can support 4K video. Use it for all kinds of stuff. Now you'll notice it says Nintendo Switch there. The original, the original Nintendo Switch, not the Switch 2.
Not the Switch
Don't be
2.
fooled. It does
No.
not support the Switch 2. Well, it will, but you can't put Switch 2 downloaded games on it. They'll have to be on the internal. Again, it's complicated.
Oh, yeah.
But look at this. You can get a 64 gig card for $15. You can get for less, you can get the 128 gigabytes for $12.99 overnighted to you at home. So
Wow.
Samsung, for all of their sins of humanity, putting TV screens on refrigerators and selling
Yes.
ads to advertisers, they make some pretty good storage products. And
Yes, they do.
these are good. They're reliable. I've had dozens over the years. They work really good. So there you go.
Nice.
Not to be a commercial for Samsung's SD cards, but I got a
Yeah.
lot of them.
Well, my pick of the week, what if I told you you've been staring at it the entire time?
Your mustache, your office,
Yeah.
the table in the back.
My fall foliage in the background. No, it is the ergonomic office chair with tilt lock, home office desk chair with auto lumbar support, high back mesh desk chair with adjustable headrest, swivel task chair, or study room, bedroom, light gray.
Nice. Now tell me, Nate,
Yes.
is this, do you like this chair? Because I've been using a free chair
Yeah.
for about 5 years and it weighs 9,000 pounds. And it's not very good. I had to 3D
Yeah.
print some collars to keep it
yeah,
because
to keep it
the
the right
gasket or
height.
the hydraulic thing is broken. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, my story, the desk chair that I have used forever, literally almost forever, I believe I got it in 2006, where
wow.
the company I worked at was moving to a new office. And so they were giving away all the old office chairs. It was a big leatherish executive, probably was leather, knowing the company, massive executive chair. And so, I mean, it was at least 20 years old because I don't
Hmm.
know how long the company had it before I got it. It has served me well, but I got to thinking it's really big and bulky. I had to put a cover on it. You noticed it's a black chair, but in recent episodes, I had a gray cover over it just
Mm-hmm.
to kind of accentuate the mustache mostly. I had to replace the armrest, a previous pick of the week, because they were just breaking off.
Terrible.
So I shopped around for chairs. I was looking on, Staples and different places, kind of looking at things, and I knew I didn't want to spend a lot. So I figured, you know what? I love Amazon, so why don't I try one of these? Now, I paid last week, I wasn't thinking, I paid $90. It is a prime big deal, all the way down to $84.99. I could have saved $5.
Look at
Um,
that.
but it came in a box. I think it was, yeah, Prime 2 day. Put it together. It took maybe half an hour to put it together. The armrests fold up. It's got height adjustable. It's got really nice lumbar support. I have noticed that it is harder to have my extremely poor posture in this chair with the lumbar support and just being a little more upright than my big old cushy executive chair. But
Now,
so far, I am really liking this.
I have a question. Why didn't you go for the pink?
That one, I thought
It was
about it.
cheaper.
It's even cheaper.
Well, what about
I
the black
didn't.
then? Your signature color.
You know why I didn't go pink? Because it wouldn't match my blue phone.
Oh,
That
true. It would have
was
clashed.
would have clashed. I
That's
did
true.
find another blue plaid shirt and blue hat to match my phone. But yeah, for $85 now you can spend whatever you want on an office chair. I'm sure
Oh
there's
yeah.
nicer ones.
Herman Miller's
Um,
are like $1,000 for some
oh
reason.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But this one, $90. There are some kind of at this price level. The headrest does move up and down and tilt. You can't really tell there, but it is tilting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I am very happy with this so far, and
Looks
hopefully
nice.
it'll improve my posture. My lumbar feels so supported right now. It's got an adjustable lumbar support, and the initial setting I put it on was just made for my lumbar. So there you go.
So Chelsea chimes in on the chat and says, Great job getting a new chair. I can move the old one out to the curb now, right? Ha 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 ha.
Yes, she, she would have taken the old one out from under me before I got the new one if it was up to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm very happy with this chair, and I figured for $90 I could return it if I really didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But even if it doesn't last me 20 years like the old one, uh, I am very, very happy with this purchase. So
Well, so
um,
there's, I like to use the saying buy cheap, buy twice,
yeah,
which, but there are some items that you should buy cheap, use them for a couple years and get rid of them because the technology changes. And I
yeah,
think that about sometimes like cameras or whatever. If you got a camera for whatever and you're going to spend $10,000 on it, I mean, get a cheaper one and buy another one in a few years. You know what I mean? Because the
yeah.
technology is going to be so much better.
Yeah,
So,
that aligns with my theory of sometimes if you don't know that you need the top tier,
mhm.
buy cheap, start there, return it if it's not going to be good enough. And then, if for some reason I need a fancier chair, but I don't think I do. I think this one, I mean, look at that. I'm just chilling.
You're going to fall asleep before the show's over.
Yes,
Although
yes. Well,
we have been going on quite some time.
yes, yes. Well, if you would like to get either of our picks, they will be up at notpicks.com later tonight. So if you're watching this later, they should be there. But please remember Prime Big Deal Days. If you're going to do any Amazon shopping, go to Not Picks first. We got, oh man, I am loving that small rig arm that I picked last week that my camera is currently on.
Yeah.
I needed to tweak it just a little bit. I loosened one of the knobs. The rest of it stayed super secure. The old
Yeah.
one I had was just a bendy, and it's like sometimes I would move it where I wanted, and then it would bend back. And this one, man, small rig, you did it again. But we do have a Ramazon purchase. One of our loyal listeners remembered to go through Not Picks, and they went over and purchased the Truth Baby Gate 29 to 39.6 inch wide, 36-inch tall dog gate for stairs and doorways, pressure mounted metal pet gate with dual lock, easy walk through, and expandable design, white
Wow.
for
The dog's even white.
$49.99. Yeah, it's not and it says baby gate in there, but they do have a picture of babies and dogs in the same picture.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who has had dogs and babies, I cannot tell you how valuable one of these gates are. This looks like a good one. 4.6 stars on 1,376 ratings, 200 plus bought. It's not a Amazon Prime Big Deal Day deal, but at $50, the peace of mind of having safe stairs or exits or doorways,
Nate,
man,
real talk.
yeah.
If you had to have 8 of something, would you rather have 8 babies or 8 dogs?
That's an impossible. I have given up on hypotheticals. 8 babies or 8 dogs. Hey,
It's a lot either way.
yes,
That's
yes.
a
Oh,
lot.
and we got some chat. Hey, Grandma said that's my girl Chelsea about getting rid of my chair, and Chelsea said a pair of Skechers I had on my wish list were on sale for $35, originally 90 or something. Woohoo!
Wow.
And Isla just said it's great that you have a list of all the items you mentioned for people who are listening, because a lot of time they don't make it clear or provide link in videos. So good job. She would also like to know what other babies you've had. And hey, Grandma, 8 gates every time. And Chelsea says dogs for sure. Man, some great interaction on the
Wait,
live stream. Thank you.
she's dissing Isla there. She's like, I'd rather have 8 dogs than 8 of you.
Yes. Well, I'm sure Isla would prefer 8 dogs as well.
Yeah, instead of 7 siblings.
Yes, yes, but yeah, Prime Big Deal Days. If there's something you're looking for, there are some decent deals. I thought, maybe with Black Friday coming up, there wouldn't be that many great deals here. But if you need something now, it's Amazon. What is it, like every other month or every month they have one of these things, and you can go, ooh, look at that
Lego
a
Fox.
knockoff. Is it actual Lego?
Actual
No, it
Lego.
is.
Yeah.
Wow, Lego
Oh,
World.
hey, I'm going to do a quick sidestep if I can find the button. apparently, gotta lean in for this one. Apparently, Lego has secured the Star Trek license.
Oh.
And they're going to be Star Trek Legos.
No.
Yeah. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? It's not official yet. It's not on their website.
Rumors.
But I've been waiting 30 years for such a thing.
Man, Isla says yes to the Lego Fox, and she doesn't want 8 dogs either, though. But yes, no, that's Lego, man. They are killing it. Dave, maybe sometime you should do a special episode with my brother Micah, who is a what do they call him?
A Lego maniac?
A fall adult fan of Legos.
Oh, okay.
He is, I would say, beyond Lego maniac. He has a collection that
Have you introduced him to Boone?
I think he met Boone maybe, but I haven't had the chance to introduce him. But yeah, he can talk Lego for hours. It's pretty impressive, and he's got a lot of them. But yeah,
we might need to get together sometime.
Yes. With that, thank you to everybody that showed up on the live chat. Hey, Grandma, Chelsea, and Isla getting in on the action, chiming in. Everybody else that's watching now, listening, watching later, but you should really be watching notpicks.com. Get out there and tech better.
You can get a weighted vest, Dawn dish soap, monohydrate.
Oof. I need some monohydrate.
Bissell cleaner.